Hello my lovelies, you're welcome to my channel. If this is your first time seeing my channel, you're welcome. Please kindly subscribe, like, comment, share. I always share amazing and business friendly recipes, and don't forget to turn on your notification bell so that you're the first person to be notified whenever I share a new recipe. Today I'll be showing you how I made this easy Greek yogurt in step-by-step method. So if this is what you're interested in, come let's do this together. So for our Greek yogurt today, we'll be making use of the Danuku cow milk. It's an instant filled milk powder. Normally, most recipes always call for full cream milk. And like what I said when I did my drinking yogurt recipe, I told you that this milk, since I found out about it, it has been amazing. It's not a full cream milk, but it gives you absolute and good results. And we'll also be making use of our yogurt starter. All right, we're making use of an unsweetened yogurt that has culture in it. This one has lactobacillus oh god, big biologies, but it has live yogurt and it is an unsweetened yogurt. That is what we'll be using for our yogurt today. We'll also be making use of water. I will drop the exact measurement for everything. Do not worry, just go to the description box and you see it. I have measured out my milk in my bowl, and then I'll be measuring out some of the ordinary water to dilute. The idea is to use the water to dilute it, it's in powdered form at least, so that you mix it and make sure that everything is in liquid form, just as I'm doing it on the video right now. I'm using my hand wicks and I'm mixing this. I had to change the bowl because I noticed that the other bowl will be what I'll be using to ferment it, so I had to make this in another bowl. All right, so here in this bowl is hot boiling water. All right, it's boiling. That's water that has boiled very well, and I've added it into the mixture and I'm stirring. Before people will tell you boil it on fire, cook it, sieve it. Man, this is an easy, fast method that I have found out, and if you follow this method, you will get it. I had to sieve this. I always sieve my yogurt. If you watch my drinking yogurt recipe, you notice that I always sieve my yogurt to make sure that there are no lumps. So now I have finished sieving. I have mixed. I have poured in my hot water into this. I'll be adding now my culture. That's yogurt I showed you, that unsweetened yogurt that had live culture in it. All right, so what you need is an unsweetened yogurt, don't forget, that has live culture in it. I have added it and I've stirred this. I'm stirring this together to make sure that the yogurt has gone round. It's round, it's well stirred. Make sure you always stir well. Let your spoon get to the down of your bowl. Stir very, very well, and then we cover. Guys, our yogurt, we are done with the procedure. What we'll be doing now is to ferment it, is to put it into to cage the temperature. Sorry, that's the word I'm looking for. So I'll be making use of 2 nylons. I always get this nylon from whenever I buy things in the supermarket, so I keep them for my yogurt all the time. All right, so I've tied it with the first nylon. I'll be tying it with the second one. The idea is to make sure that we keep this in a hot temperature for that culture that we've added to ferment our milk and make it form to yogurt. I also added this into my thick bed sheet. If you have a big blanket, it works. I am wrapping this very well to make sure that the temperature is not lost. Please wrap very well. Please wrap very, very well. I'm going to be transferring this into my big cooler. All right, and then I will allow it to sit for about 15 hours. All right, this is after about 15 hours, and then we're going to be bringing out our Greek yogurt. Please make sure you allow your yogurt enough time to ferment. All right, so I'm putting this right now and I'm opening it for us to see how our Greek yogurt have formed. Sorry, remember I told you I allowed this to ferment for about 15 hours. Please do the same, and the more thicker you want your yogurt, you can allow it stay more. Some people even allow to stay for 18 hours, 20 hours, depends on you. This steam on top is a proof to show to you that I maintain temperature. I did not spoil my temperature. The temperature for the yogurt, as in, it worked. And guys, look at our Greek yogurt now. Thick, yummy, luscious, Guys, are you not seeing this? See how I saved you the stress of all those boil it on fire, stir it, allow it to cook, check for temperature. If you want to start this as a commercial thing, this is what you need. With this method I'm teaching, you can make large quantities and you can bottle up. There are liquids inside this thing now. You can see some liquid just the way I'm bringing. If you want yours to be very, very thick, you can put this into a chiffon cloth and sieve out the water. But me, I don't want to sieve because I don't want a very thick yogurt. This is the chiffon cloth I'm talking about. If you want a very thick Greek yogurt, look at this chiffon cloth. I got it from people that sell pap, corn for pap. Just tell them you want what they use in sieving pap. For those of us here in Nigeria, I don't know those of us in diaspora, just get a chiffon cloth and you just put it inside it and tie it. You can keep it for an hour or two to drain away all this liquid, but I am not doing that because I don't like a very thick yogurt. The way this yogurt is, the temperature is okay for me. So I just want to mix all of this together now. You know it is very thick, so I'm just going to be able to, I just use my hand mixer to mix it very well. All right, and guys, our Greek yogurt is ready. Like I told you, if you want a thicker Greek yogurt, sieve out the water. I do not like, if you watch my drinking yogurt recipe, you know that I'm not one who likes a very thick yogurt. All right, I feel it's always stressful passing through my throat. Don't mind me. All right, so guys, our Greek yogurt is here. We're adding our preservatives. This is called sodium benzoate. All right, it will help you to allow your yogurt to last longer for you. You can get this in a big bake shop or people that sell ingredients for baking. All right, that's where I got mine. So because it's a thicker yogurt, I'm going to be adding it into a smaller bowl first. All right, don't worry, the measurement for the sodium benzoate will be in the description box, and then I'm going to be scooping some of this my Greek yogurt into it, and then I'm going to be mixing the both of them together. If you watched my video on my drinking yogurt, you notice that I just added the sodium benzoate directly. That's because that one was a little bit lighter, but this is thicker. The Greek yogurt is thicker than the drinking yogurt. That is why I had to mix it separately. All right, so I've mixed it and I've added it and I'm going to stir it. The idea of this sodium benzoate is to make your yogurt last longer. At least with this sodium benzoate, even without fridge, your yogurt can stay for at least 10 days without it being spoiled. All right, and guys, our yogurt is ready. Our yogurt is ready. All right, though. So for those of us that are into business, it's time to package. If you want to package, or you can just put it into the fridge with this bowl if that is what you prefer. Whichever way that works, whichever way you want to keep your yogurt, is ready to be served. But me, I want to sweeten my yogurt. If you don't want a sweet yogurt, you can skip it. I'm using sugar to sweeten mine. If you want to use honey, please do. I'm going to be adding some super milk and some vanilla flavor into this too. I'll drop all the measurement for you in the description box. All right, and then I'm going to be adding my sugar into this, and I'm going to be stirring all of them together. Please, if you don't want yours to be sweet, if you don't want any flavor, please, by all means, your yogurt is ready to be served already. But I want to sweeten mine. That is why I'm adding yogurt. I'm using my yogurt to dissolve the sugar first before adding it into it, so that the sugar doesn't go to one side of the, it's a very thick yogurt. You must always try to loosen everything thick that you want to add into it, so that it doesn't go and form lump somewhere. Maybe the sugar will just be some part and some parts will not be sweet. That is why I am doing it. That is why you saw me using the yogurt to at least dissolve the sugar first before adding it into the whole bunch of the Greek yogurt in the bowl. And now I'm stirring all of this together. Please stir very well. Please give time to stirring. Sugar has a way of going to one side and sediment. Stir well so that your sugar is well dissolved into your yogurt. And guys, our yogurt is ready. And this is what I use in packaging my yogurt. This is a commercial recipe. I'm going to be giving you all the rudiments how I do mine. All right, so this is my 500-gram bowl. All right, you can decide there are so many bowls in the market. There are so many ways to I always tell people, branding and packaging depends on you, depends on what is available for you, depends on what is close to you, depends on what is available in your vicinity. This is what I have in my vicinity. That is what I use in packaging. And you should also get a sticker. Give your brand a name. Let people know you. Let them know your name. Let your address be on your brand for them to be able to identify you whenever they want to buy. All right, so guys, our yogurt is ready to be served, and you can enjoy yourself. And if you've watched to this extent and you've not subscribed, please kindly subscribe. I always share amazing recipes. Until I see you next time, I love you so much. Bye.